But let's focus on alignment. Because, oh my gosh, there's hashtags, there's all this work-life balance. I need more work-life balance. Oh, I wish I can have work-life balance. Curt, can you help me get work-life balance? And I always tell people, I've been saying this for years, take that term work-life balance, flush it down the toilet. Sorry, whoa, I hit my computer. Flush it down the toilet, shit can it, throw it out the window, burn it, do whatever you have to do, trash it, because work-life balance is mythical. It makes absolutely no sense. Why? Because there's not work in life. There's just life. And how you spend the time in your life is entirely up to you. Here's how people look at work-life balance. You know, I used to have, when I do workshops, I used to have a slide of someone going over like the Grand Canyon on a tightrope, right? And they were trying to balance not to fall off the tightrope and die. That's how so many people use work-life balance. Oh my gosh, I got to balance. Oh my gosh, I'm going to work and then I'm going to balance it with the rest of my life. And they're sweating. Does that sound fun to you? Does that sound free and fulfilling to you? Absolutely not. And people who look like at work-life balance, it's like a seesaw or a teeter-totter, right? I'm going to put everything into work over here and I'm going to ignore my relationships and self-care until it's all over. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for hitting the wall. Some people look at balance as, okay, I got this project at work. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to eat shit for 2 weeks. Literally, I'm not going to eat healthy. I'm not going to work out. I'm going to ignore my relationships for 2 weeks to go all in on work. And it'll all balance out at the end of 2 weeks. Maybe I'll eat a salad. I'll go for an extra walk. I'll come home early with my spouse, my partner, my kids. If that happens, and that's a big if, sometimes, many times, that 2 weeks turns into 4 months, turns into 6 months, turns into a year, turns into, hey, it'll all balance out when I'm 65 years old. Then I'll retire. Then we'll travel the world. Well, guess what? How many people over the last year and a half had that plan? And then COVID hits, lockdowns hit. You can't travel. If that's you, it's not COVID's fault. It's your fault for spending your life waiting because of the mythical balance. But also in my family, just in my family, extended family, heart attack, stroke, knee replacement. Oh, we're going to wait till 65 and then all of a sudden cancer. You retire and then you can't travel at all. You spent your life waiting instead of living because you were seeking that mythical balance. So the key, my friends, is not balance, it's alignment. It is alignment. There are 3 facets of your life, and they are all vital. Relationships, that's one facet. Self-care is another facet. And of course, work and career. And you know, it's so easy for us to really define closely work and career, but then shoehorn in relationships and self-care. We're seeking balance, right? So we're going to put it all in work and someday it's going to balance out because then we'll invest in ourselves if we're still alive and healthy enough to do so, if we haven't destroyed our relationships, if we haven't destroyed our self-care. So you got to align those 3 in a way that works for you. It's about aligning those 3.